Om Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of 7th of January, 1977. And the title is How to Become a World Benefactor. Are all of you able to experience the stage of remaining stable in your form of being beyond sound for a long period of time? Are you able to remain stable in the experience of coming into sound for a longer period? Or are you able to experience the stage of being beyond sound for a longer period? The closer you come to your final stage, which is the karmateet stage, the more love you will have for remaining stable in the stage of peace, of being beyond sound. While stable in this stage, you are constantly able to experience supersensuous joy. With this stage of supersensuous joy, you will easily be able to invoke other souls. This powerful stage is called the world benefactor stage. Just as nowadays, through science, you are able to experience things to be very close. A distant sound is heard to be very close by way of the telephone. A scene somewhere far away is very clearly visible with the TV. In the same way, are you able to make the message reach souls through silence? No matter how far away they may be, they should experience it as though someone was physically coming to give them a message in the corporeal form. While sitting at a distance, they will experience a vision of you and see the divine activities of God as though it is happening personally in front of them. You would be visible through thoughts, that is, you would be playing the part of attaining success through thoughts, that is, of being beyond sound. However, the method to attain this success is to stabilize for the maximum time in your form of peace. This is why it is said, silence is golden. This is said to be the golden aged stage. By remaining stable in this stage, you will be able to bring about greater glorification through less expenditure. You will be able to have a greater results through less expenditure of the treasures of your time, energy, and physical resources. For this, simply remember one word. What is that one word? Balance. Let there be balance in your every deed, thought, and word, in your relationships and connections. Then, rather than ordinary, your words, deeds, and thoughts, relationships, and connections will be seen as alaukic. That is, they will seem miraculous. From everyone's lips and mind, the sound would emerge that this one is miraculous. According to the time, the speed of your effort and the speed of world service have to be very fast. Only then would you be called a world benefactor. The souls of the world are invoking the revelation of you specially loved souls and the Father. However, the specially loved souls are not invoking those souls as much. What is the reason for this? You are taking too much time for your own limited household of your nature and sanskars. Just as souls without knowledge do not have time to listen to knowledge, in the same way, many Brahmins do not have the time to remain stable in this powerful stage. This is why there is a need to become the form of intense fire. On seeing everyone's household, BapDada smiles because everyone has become too busy. You remain very busy, do you not? In your original stage, you would constantly remain free. You would attain success and also remain free. Since the instruments of science can be controlled from Earth when they go into space, and the spaceships are able to be turned as and when needed, then can the embodiments of the power of silence not serve any soul through any kind of service they wish in the corporeal world on the basis of their elevated thoughts? However, you have to remain beyond your household. That is, you have to remain beyond. Use all the treasures that you have been told about, not just for your own self, but for the whole world. Do you understand what you now have to do? Show the balance of serving through sound, serving with physical means, and serving by being beyond sound with the subtle method of the greatness of thoughts, the power of thoughts, and the drums of destruction will beat. Do you understand? You are making many plans, and BapDada is now also sharing his plan. Because of not having an accurate balance, you have to labor hard. After carrying out a special task, you generally take special rest. However, in the final plan, you will experience tirelessness. Acha? To souls who use all their powers for world benefit, to those who are an embodiment of success through their thoughts, to those who are free from their household, to the elevated souls who constantly remain stable in the stage of peace and silence, BapDada's love, remembrance, and namaste. Blessing. May you be a master knowledgeful soul who donates the jewel of knowledge through your words. Those who donate jewels of knowledge through their words attain the blessing of being master knowledgeful. Their every word has a lot of value and is filled with essence. All souls are thirsty to listen to their every version. They also experience special happiness, for they have an overflowing treasure. Therefore, they are constantly content and happy. Their words are very influential. By donating through words, their speech becomes filled with many virtues. Slogan: when there is an accurate balance of yoga while performing actions, you will be called a karma yogi. Question: which children would you call loving and cooperative, the same as the Father? Answer: the children who love and cooperate with BapDada in every way and in every form are the truly loving and cooperative children. Those whose love for BapDada is not broken for even 1 second are constantly loving and cooperative children. They wouldn't have even 1 second without cooperating with the Father. Question: to show your features through lectures is a common thing, but what is the uniqueness of alokik souls? Answer: to show other souls their future through your features is the uniqueness of you alokik souls. Every morning at Amrit Vela, check in the subtle mirror to see if your features have become like that. When others see your forehead, do they have the awareness of the imperishable point? Question: what attainment do the loving children who constantly fulfill the responsibility of love to the Father receive? Answer: Baba gives such loving children the attainment of all the happiness of the world for all time. He sits all the rest of the children in the land of liberation, that is, he puts them to one side and gives the children who fulfill the responsibility of love the fortune of the kingdom. Apart from the loving children, no one else has the part of receiving the attainment of all relationships. Question: just as the Father shows the practical form of love, so too, what should the children ask themselves? Answer: ask yourself, have I moved my intellect away from all other relationships and attractions? Have I surrendered everything to the Father in all relationships and in all ways? Do I give my cooperation to any wasteful task for even 1 second instead of giving it to the one Father? Question: what would be the sign of those whose yoga is connected with the one Father? Answer: they will constantly cooperate with the Father. Because of having yoga with the one Father, they cooperate with the one Father alone. To be yogi means to cooperate. Through your yoga, you can see the cooperation you receive. If someone cooperates in a wasteful task, he is not cooperating with the Father. Such children are cheats who, like bhagats, consider everything of his to belong to them. If you say that body, mind, and wealth are all his, how can you claim a right over them? And if you don't have a right over them, how can you use them for yourself according to the dictates of your mind? Question: whom would you call the highest and holiest? What would be their signs? Answer: the highest are those whose every action and every word is the highest, that is, the most elevated. Those who are the highest are constantly aware of their elevated name, elevated land, and elevated task. They cannot do anything that would be considered to be low. The highest souls do not bow down in front of anyone. They are souls who make Maya bow down, not those who bow down themselves. Such highest souls are the holiest. Holiest, that is, completely viceless souls, are those who are not even slightly attracted to any percentage by any of the vices. If even in your dreams you are influenced by vices by even the smallest percentage, then you cannot be called completely viceless. Therefore, make yourself such a highest and holiest person so that there isn't the slightest trace of any vice. Om Shanti.